So we're going to be looking at a word problem that involves fractions. And always when we do a word problem, we apply that RDW process, that read, draw, write. So we're going to do that first. A fence is 20 feet long. It has a post at each end. The fence also has a post every 4 feet between the two ends. How many fence posts are there in all? So after I read, we're going to go through and do those 3 things that we need to do. One of them being underlining the question. Second one being bracketing important information. A fence is 20 feet long. It has a post at each end. The fence also has a post every 4 feet between the two ends. So there's a post every 4 feet between the two ends. What about any keywords or verbs that we need to circle? They also, that's a keyword there, also has a post every 4 feet between the two ends. How many fence posts are there in all? In all tells us we might need to do some addition, perhaps. So now we're going to draw a picture of what this looks like. So we have our fence. Here is our fence. And we know that it is a total of 20 feet long. So the total length of this fence is 20 feet. We also know it has a post at each end. So here's my one post, and here's my second post. The fence also has a post every 4 feet between the two ends. So I know that there is going to be 4 foot distances between each of the posts. Now, we want to know this, we want to look at this as a fraction, but we also do some division here. And really, fraction is division, right? So we know that there's going to be every 4 feet. So if I was to go out 4 feet, label that 4 feet, and we go out another 4 feet to another post. So really what you want to know is how many 4 feet are there? So we take our 20 and we can divide our 20 into groups of 4. And that's going to tell us how many equal parts there are, right? Won't tell us the number of posts. That's not what it's going to answer. We'll have to find that at the end. But that will tell us how many parts there are here. So 20 divided by 4, which gives us a total of 5. So there's 5 equal parts. So I know that I'll have 4 lines in between to give me my 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each of these is 4 feet. Hopefully I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have my 5 parts. Now, if I'm going to label my 20 as my whole, this is one part. This is a second part. This is a third part, and so on, for my total of 5 parts. So if each of these parts is worth 4 feet, if I want to break that and find a fraction for that one whole, that one whole here, well, 20 was my whole, I said, my total, but each of these wholes, I just broke that down into a fraction. What do you think it would be? What would my denominator be? Does that give you a hint? 1, 2, 3, 4. My denominator would be 4. So that's this part right here is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. And if we continued that with all of these, I'm taking a little sidetrack here, making all of my my whole numbers dark because we're going to need that a little bit later. But if I continue with that, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4. Right, just keep on counting by ones. We label all of those. And how many fourths are there in 20? Remember what this line means right here for each of these. It means divided by. So 4 divided by 4 was my 1. That's one post. 8 divided by 4 is 2. That's a second post. Here's my third post. So what divided by 4 would be my third post? 12 divided by 4 is my third post. What divided by 4 is my fourth post? 16 divided by 4. What divided by 4 is my fifth post? 20 divided by 4 is my fifth post. Okay, but we also know there's a post at the beginning. So I have those 5 posts plus that one post for a grand total of how many posts in all? 6 posts in all. And this shows, like my previous video, that when you have whole numbers larger than 1, you can still have it be equivalent to a fraction. And really, that fraction, what that's saying is that that numerator divided by that denominator. And when it's less than 1, you get a number that's less than 1. And right now, for your grade, we don't get into decimals.